Robert Eugene Williamson, 260-245-827A and B. Your name, sir?
Oh, Robert Williamson.
Officer, sergeant, your name or corporal? I can't tell.
Sergeant Mitchell.
James Schlock, 30720.
These guys don't get it, do they? Why didn't you show up? Why didn't he show up?
At first, the defendant's explanation sounded simple enough. A missed notice. A mail problem. Something that could happen to almost anyone. But the judge wasn't convinced. Because from the court's perspective, missing one hearing is one thing. Missing multiple hearings is something very different.
And my mail goes to I'm in an apartment complex, and I don't get no. Sometimes I don't get no mail at all.
You remember getting stopped, right?
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear. I'm half deaf. I'm sorry. I'm half deaf.
All right, let me put it to you this way. You got stopped. I don't want you to acknowledge that you did, but at some point it's going to be pretty clear to me that you did get stopped. If you had mail issues, you should have called the courthouse. You should have called the police department. Now you got yourself in a real predicament. What, is there a problem with something I just said? I don't want you to cop an attitude with me. If you do, we're going to have a bigger problem.
No, I'm half deaf. I can barely hear you. I'm half deaf. I can't hear you. That's the problem.
All right. Can you hear me any better now?
Yeah, that's all the problem was. I couldn't hear you before. Now what's going on?
Does he stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. I got an operating with the presence of drugs, and I got a resist, hinder, and obstruct an officer charge. So your lawyer is telling me you stand mute and waive formal reading. Has he been printed on this, Sergeant?
Yes, he has.
I want to know why he hasn't shown up.
I apologize.
Why did you not show up?
I didn't get notice.
Well, you knew you got stopped. You should have called the court. We sent it to 311 Adams. Is that your address?
That's my address, but sometimes things get dropped. Sometimes things get dropped. You know what I mean?
We sent 2 letters there. If they came back, we had to put them in the file.
Oh,
you were supposed to be here on April 30, and then you were supposed to be here on May the 14th, and you didn't show up either time, and I don't have any return envelope or any envelope stamp.
And this is where the hearing starts to change. The judge isn't looking at one missed appearance anymore. He's looking at a pattern. And patterns often matter more than excuses.
Where does he work?
He's on disability credit. But he has no prior cases. He did tell me about his mail issues. And
he's got prior cases. I mean, he's got a heck of a history here. Home invasion, 98. Impaired, 99.
You can't hold that against me. You can't hold that against me. You can't hold none of that against me. Because that was over 12 years ago. You can't hold none of that against me.
Now the focus shifts. The defendant believes his old criminal history shouldn't matter. And legally, older convictions may carry less weight. But here's the thing. A judge can still look at a person's overall background when evaluating risk. Think about that for a second.
10 years or older, they don't hold it against you.
Sir, it is your history. I will tell the court that it is pretty old, and you make the right conclusions based on that.
Okay? I'm getting mixed signals. I'm getting mixed signals. Yeah, you're going to talk about my history. It's 10 years or older.
Really? Thank you.
I could just go to trial with it and then show you that they kept me in the police station for 2 days before they took me to the hospital to even prove that I had drugs in my system.
About the substance, especially.
They kept me for 15 days in the hospital. And then, now you ain't doing it. Just let me go. I'll come to court and I'll take care of it. I promise.
Sir.
I just didn't get notice.
You'll have an attorney next time who will discuss those issues with you. Today, we're just concentrating on bond.
I was reading your history as I was reading it to myself.
You can't read my history because it's over 10 years old.
Don't interrupt.
Are you
the
dealing with me
judge.
or him or
Horrible
them?
hit.
He's
You got
switching me around. Why don't you stop switching me the fuck around, bro?
How about you stop talking and listen?
I'm going to
I can't
set
if
your
I'm deaf.
bond now. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. If you're going to be so defiant, that tells me you're a flight risk.
Wait, did you catch that? The bond just jumped dramatically. Not because of a new charge, not because of new evidence, but because of what was happening right there, inside the courtroom.
40,000, 10%. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances. None.
My bond is 40,000.
10%. It could be 40,000.
Can't be because it can't be because I have 2 misdemeanor charges, bud.
Sit back.
We're going to trial then, bro.
Sit back.
It came went from $750 to 40,000 over nothing. I'm fucking this whole state up then, man.
We're
We're going all the way to the Supreme Court. We're going to court on this.
At this point, the defendant is clearly frustrated, but every new interruption seems to be making the situation worse. And honestly, you can almost feel the judge's patience running out.
You got about
15. You can't sit there and then take me from a $250 bond to 40,000 for nothing.
You just used the F-bomb. You're disrespectful. I think you're a
No,
flight
I'm not.
risk. You got 15
I'm
criminal
not. How am I a
convictions
flight
on
risk?
you. Listen,
I live right here. This is I don't even have a car.
Stop interrupting.
I can't hear, for one.
well, you seem to be able to hear when you started to defend yourself. 40,000, 10%. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law.
Are you keeping me in
must
jail the whole
appear-
time?
Listen, if you give me one more bit of guff, I'm setting this case for next October, and I'm setting a bond of 100,000 cash. You want to keep going on, tough guy? You want
I'm
to
not
keep
being
going
tough. I
on,
can't-
tough guy? Feel free.
I want a
Yeah.
PR bond. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want a PR bond.
40,000.
Please,
No,
please.
no, no. You're
Well, then
disrespectful.
I'm suing you then.
Good, sue me. Okay? Come on, bring it on. Can't wait.
I'm never going to get out, man.
40,000.
Come on, man, don't do me like this.
The courtroom has completely changed now. This is no longer a calm discussion about bond conditions. It's become a direct confrontation, and everyone in the room can feel it.
Will the court give us this possible?
Yeah, I'll do that, but he's not going to yell at me and talk. Use
I didn't
the
mean to yell at you.
F-bombs.
I can't. I'm deaf. I didn't mean to yell at you.
You use the
I
F-bombs.
apologize. Can we start over?
No,
Please?
no,
Can we start over?
No.
Please?
no, no.
Please, can we start over? I can't hear you, so I'm yelling. I'm not
You
a
use-
tough guy. I just...
You use the F-bomb with me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
I never cussed you. I would not disrespect you. I can't. I
Listen.
wouldn't disrespect you like that. I apologize.
Listen,
Please, my mom's dying right now. Will you please let me go home?
And then the emotion enters the courtroom. For the first time, the defendant stops arguing and starts pleading. But by now, the judge has already made up his mind.
I'm convinced you can hear a lot better than you think, or at least letting on, because all of a sudden, you were able to comprehend. Now, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm telling you, it's June 11th at 9:30. 40,000, 10%. One more word, and I'm setting it for June 25th.
This is a different charge. Why are you doing 2 different charges? That's not me.
Sir,
What you read right now is that's not me. June 11th. That's not.
We're going to get you in front
It's
of
2
the
different
court,
people.
and the court could review your bond at that time. And you can discuss the issues with your attorney at that time.
Oh, you're my attorney. Well, so I don't know how it's going on
I
here.
said,
I get 5 different things going on right now. That's all.
June 11th is your next court
Thank you,
date.
sir.
That's what they're saying.
One thing I've decided, Mr. Williamson, I'm not listening to tough guys. You got it? You want to play tough guy?
And then the emotion enters the courtroom. For the first time, the defendant stops arguing and starts pleading. But by now, the judge has already made up his mind.
Get into
I'm not playing
WWF
tough
or
guy.
something. I don't know what to tell you. June 11th.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, It's not good enough.
I'm half deaf. I didn't know all the screens were up.
I could set it. I could just find you in contempt of court.
I didn't know that
Lock you
all
up
the
for 30
screens were up.
days. One more word. I'm going to do that. I'm telling you.
I have mental disabilities. Just hold on.
Days.
I have mental disabilities.
Cut
Can
him
you give me
off.
1 second?
Cut him off, Lisa, please. Wilkins Alexander the